49 is Adam Gracie. Row number 2 on the inside, the 77 is Brett Rodwell. On his outside, the 13C is Casey Huffman. Row 3 on the inside, the 00 is Robbie General. And on his outside, the 00X, that is Derek Miller. Row 4 on the inside, the 23 is Trevor DeBoer. And on his outside, the 3B, that is Blaine Barrow. 8 cars, 8 laps the distance. 5 will qualify for the feature for Lighthouse Tattoos Thunderstock Heat Race number 1.
Dale Shuno, the green flag in hand. We're underway here in the first qualifying heat. Dale Shuno, the green flag in hand. We're underway here in the first qualifying heat for the Lighthouse Tattoo Thunderstocks, and they'll go 3 wide down into corner 1.
Brett Rodwell in the 77 got a great start there. Rockets up into the lead momentarily, but Adam Gracie in that 29 strong on the top side. Here comes Casey Huffman in the 13 as well, but he slides up over the cushion in turn 3.
Up front, it's a pair of Monty-Boos. They're Malibus and Monte Carlos, a crossbreed there between Gracie and Rodwell. Casey Huffman gets up over the berm off of corner 1 and 2, and that will let Derek Miller go by into 3rd.
Blaine Barrow started at the back. He's about to be up into that fight for the top 5 now as he makes his way around a couple of machines. Huffman again has trouble up into the wall with the 13, and now he's cut down at least 1 tire.
Right front is flat and pointing in the wrong direction. And we'll see, it looks like he'll be able to make it to the pit area, so Brett Rodwell will lead the way. The fight now between Gracie and Miller for the 2nd position.
Rodwell, like a lot of these drivers, likes to give names to his car, and that one he calls Nancy, and she's doing a good job for him up front right now in the 77. A good fight for that 2nd spot between Gracie and Derek Miller.
And this time, the halfway signal, 4 down, 4 to go for your leader, Brett Rodwell. Gracie 2nd, Miller 3rd, General in 4th. Barrow's right now in 5th, and it's DeBoer and Jacari rounding up this one.
Here comes Derek Miller. He got his first heat race win a couple weeks ago in that 00X. He's trying to get the 2nd spot away from Gracie now. Miller, the Juno Award winner, also pretty good behind the wheel of a stock car.
He goes to the inside looking for 2nd down on that bottom groove. Gracie up top. Coming off the 2nd corner, Gracie again gets a good run down the banking and continues to hold down 2nd.
Rodwell would like to see what's going on behind him if he had a mirror. As those two fight over the 2nd spot, he's able to just cruise out front as he gets the 2 to go signal, 6 laps on the board.
Side by side, they remain for the 2nd position. Miller with a slight advantage going into the corners, but Gracie again powers off the high side and continues to hold down 2nd spot as we see the white flag for Brett Rodwell.
Rodwell out front, Gracie 2nd, Miller 3rd, General 4th, DeBoer 5th, and Blaine Barrow, the first car on the outside looking in, but that 5th spot, the final transfer is still up for grabs.
This time will be the checkered flag for the driver, the Dairy Queen 77. Brett Rodwell will take the win. And at the line, it's going to be Gracie over Miller. And a 3-car battle for the 4th spot. Tim DeBoer will grab it, Robbie General. Blaine Barrow and then Brittany Jacari will round out this first qualifying heat for the Lighthouse Tattoo Thunderstocks. Another group over there, need one on track, getting ready to come out. A few familiar faces in the stands tonight. I see Jason and for their Gold Rush 100.
Kenny Wallace, a guy
For their Gold Rush 100.
Kenny Wallace, a guy who's pretty good, ready for Lighthouse Tattoos Thunderstock Heat Race number 2 as we get ready for Lighthouse Tattoos Thunderstock Heat Race number 2. Starting on the pole in the 84 RP, that is Ryan Beagle. On his outside, the 191 is Gordy Bates. Row number 2 on the inside, the 48 tonight is Sean Quinn. Sean Quinn in the 48, that is the number 1 of Chris Nicky. The number 10, his first visit here.
It's the 91
that
of
is
Ryan
Richard
Turner.
Tiffany.
The 90.
Then it's the 91 of Ryan Turner. The 90, the 68 of Aaron Turkey, and the number 10 of Jake
Gordy
Brown.
Bates, and
here we
that
go. Here race number 2 for the Thunderstocks.
Gordy Bates and that Mercury Cougar pulls out to the early lead with Ryan Beagle on the inside as they race through corners 1 and 2, 3 wide off the 2nd corner.
So Gordy Bates out front in the 191. Richard Champagny in that number 10 also up in there, and he takes over the lead down the front straightaway. Here comes Chris Dickey in the one, also up there. And Jake Brown clear from the back of the field. He's up into the top 5 now.
3 wide through the middle. Ryan Turner will grab the 3rd spot as he works to the outside of Jake Brown. Meanwhile, at the front, Chris Dickey leads, and he'll come across the stripe with Ryan Turner now working on 2nd.
Turner now takes over the 2nd spot from Champagny. And Jake Brown now trying to get to the inside of that red number 10 car. Aaron Turkey in the 68. The first car on the outside looking in right now. The top 5 again will transfer out of this heat race directly to the feature.
Ryan Turner in that 91, a rookie driver. Fantastic run in this qualifying heat. He's come from the back up to 2nd, and he's giving Chris Dickey a run for his money. Champagny right now in 3rd, Brown in 4th. Gordy Bates rounding out the top 5.
So Dickey got the bit in his teeth now. He saw his wife go to victory lane last week in the Pierce Parts Bombers, and I was joking around with him after the race saying they were going to have a match race. Some of the crew members were giving Chris the gears as well, saying that his wife could beat him out there, and he's out front in the number 1 now. Ryan Turner, though, right on his tail end.
Turner on that high side, Dickey in the middle of the groove. Turner got just a little too high that time. That won't work. And now Jake Brown to the inside of Champagny for the 3rd position.
Brown now up to 3rd after starting in the 8th spot. So he's up into a transfer spot solidly now as Sean Quinn trying to get around the 68 of Aaron Turkey and take away that 5th and final transfer spot. Turkey holding it so far with 2 to go for Dickey, your leader.
Chris Dickey, your leader. Ryan Turner in 2nd, Jake Brown 3rd, then it's Champagny 4th, Turkey 5th, Quinn, Bates, and Beagle rounding out this qualifying heat.
Dickey out there taking away Ryan Turner's line just a little bit. As Turner trying to run the top side. Now he switches to the bottom. White flag out for Dickey. Here comes Turner.
Turner to the inside, but Dickey has a good run off the high groove. Wiggles a little bit, but holds down the lead going into corner 3.
Turner sticks the nose in there, but Dickey gets a good run out of turn 4, and he will get the heat race win. 2nd is Turner. Then it's Brown, Champagny. The 48 of Sean Quinn gets the final transfer spot. Then Aaron Turkey, Gordy Bates, and Ryan Beagle.
So that's the 2nd qualifying heat for the Lighthouse Tattoo Thunderstocks done and complete. 3rd group coming out now off the warm-up track off of corner number 4. Thunderstock division. Quentin Jeffrey, Tommy Gooch with the call of this one.
And heat race number 3 for the Lighthouse Tattoos Thunderstock, starting on the pole in the 333. That's Cameron Kokrick. On his outside, the 38 is Terry Martin. Row number 2 on the inside, the 62 will be Brian Pachetti. On his outside, the 17 is Rob Disher. Then it's the 28 of Jim Laitman, the number 12 of Brad Heron. He got the feature win last week. The number 2 of Lee Winger, and the 55 of the defending trap champion, Mike Thorne. Here we go, 8 laps the distance. Top 5 will qualify once again. Top 5 will qualify once again.
Caught it, and we take it off to turn 1. Terry Martin on the inside. He gets up to the middle now as Cameron Kokrick trying to get down low in the middle between them. Here comes the 12 of Brad Heron.
4 wide down the back stretch. They could have fit another car in there. This is how they race in the Thunderstock division here at Ohsweken Speedway. Thorne right in the middle of it, the defending champion of the division.
Trying to find his way through. Goes Thorne as he shovels up the inside. Jim Lampman trying to room on the outside as well. Martin right in his tire tracks, but the battle is Thorne and Heron out of 4.
Across the stripe, Thorne, who started tail in this one, up to the front, battling with Brad Heron, who has a pair of wins aboard car number 12 this year. They'll work it side by side down the back stretch.
Down the back straightaway into 3. Heron working to the outside, knows the advantage into 3, but off of 4. Could be Thorne there even as they get back to the line. It's Heron with a shot on the outside.
Meanwhile, it's 3 wide for the 4th position with Kokrick, Winger, and Martin mixing it up. Winger comes out with the 4th spot.
Still the battle for the lead. It's Heron up outside. Mike Thorne, they're still the same position they were the last lap. It's Heron at the line, but Thorne needs about 8 more inches when they get around. 4 in, 4 to go.
Again, that higher groove continues to be where the momentum is coming off the corners. And if you want to win the race, well, that's what you need, because coming off of 4 is where you're going to get the win, and it's working still for Brad Heron on the high side.
Heron around the outside of the Mike Thorne 55. Jim Lampman sits third. Lee Winger fourth in the number 2, and Terry Martin fifth in the 38. Down the back straightaway with 2.5 to go. We'll see double flags in the air from starter Dale Shuttleman this time. Heron to the bottom, Thorne to the top, and now Heron streaks away in the 12.
2 more trips around for Brad Heron. Mike Thorne in second. Jim Lampman third. Lee Winger fourth. Terry Martin rounding out your top 5 in this one. Here comes Thorne with a good run off of the second corner that time.
Works to the outside, goes to Heron 12. Thorne got low on him there, shifted him up a little bit, couldn't make the advantage work. White flag out. He's got him within 1 car length. Thorne found something there on the bottom of 3 and 4 when he got on the inside, pushing hard up. Now look at Thorne, has to give him room on the outside.
One more try to try and get the win here in this qualifying heat, but it looks like Brad Heron is going to have the line that will take him to the checkered flag, and he will win the 3rd qualifying heat for the Lighthouse Tattoo. Thunderstock's Mike Thorne will finish 2nd. Jim Lampman 3rd, then it's Lee Winger 4th, Terry Martin 5th, Rob Disher 6th, Brian Pichetti 7th. Cameron Kokrick will round out that qualifying heat for the Lighthouse Tattoo. Thunderstock's the final heat on its way out onto the speedway.
Row 2 on the inside, the 33T, is Corey Turner. On his outside, it's Devin Habiuk in the 5H, who got a runner-up spot last week. Row 3 on the inside, it will be the 33M of Jack Myers. On his outside, the 04, that's Wyatt Van Wart. He's got 2 feature wins this year. Bringing up the tail in the 108, that is Kurt Styres. Kurt Styres in the 108 tonight that he purchased just last week from Billy Bleach and brought it out last Friday night.
Yeah, Tommy, I got to talk to Kurt. Working with a hand that got caught in the steering wheel last week, and he still got it taped up, but said he's having a good time. Been about 10 years since he did any competitive racing. Watch for Kurt Styres, former champ in this division. He's not just some guy out there having fun. He's not just some guy out there having fun. He can win some races. We are on it here into 1, and I don't know if they like the start of that one. Kind of messy, but they get in a pile around 2, Tommy.
Pile is right. They're all under a blanket there, trying to make it 4 wide down the back straightaway.
Tight pack racing into 3. Corey Turner up around the outside with the Jack Myers 33 on the inside. And who's coming up the bottom? Kurt Styres in the former feature winning car of Billy Bleach. Kurt Styres working the inside.
3 wide for the lead. Corey Turner on the top. Jack Myers in the middle. Kurt Styres on the bottom. And Turner and Styres will come out, and they will be side by side for the lead as we come around to complete lap number 3.
Kurt Styres looking excellent after having a bunch of years off. I joked with you last week, told you just like Glenn, he don't know where the brake pedal is either. And it's showing here as he's all gas to the bottom in the 108.
And it's good to see this Thunderstock division getting more and more competitive. Corey Turner, the second-year driver in the Thunderstock division, now loses the lead for just a moment to Styres, but Turner's strong on the top in turn 2.
Corey Turner and the Mikey Grant in 33. Works to the outside, up high on the groove. Jack Myers in behind them, but slotting up in between will be the 108 of Kurt Styres. 4 down, 4 to go in the final qualifying race for the Lighthouse Tattoo Thunderstocks.
Corey Turner now opens up a bit of a lead. Jack Myers in the 33M, he's been fast all year, just has not had much luck go his way. He's in the 3rd spot right now. Devin Habiuk had a he's back underway in that 5-8 going down the spot, as is the 04 of Wyatt Van Wart. Dave Bailey and Kyle McGrin on the outside looking in right now.
Looking to bring this one home for the Granton team. Up to the high side goes the Plastics 33. Corey Turner, 2 laps to go. Kurt Styres a long way back in 2nd. Myers to 3rd. 4th, Devin Habiuk.
We saw the foam mud plug come out of the wheel on the 33M of Jack Myers. That won't be a problem as it's just made of foam. Jack Myers, that won't be a problem as it's just made of foam.
RMAY.
17 is Rob Disher. And on the outside of row number 2, that is the 73 of Dave Bailey. Row 3 on the inside, the 191 of Gordy Bates. On his outside, the 62 of Brian Pichetti. Then it's the 24K of Kyle McGrin. He's on the inside of row number 4. On his outside, the 84 RK. That is Ryan Beagle. And tagging the tail end of the field, the 333 of Cameron Kokrick. Once again, 4 cars will transfer into our Lighthouse Tattoos Thunderstock feature. Here we go on Metalworks Night. Brittany Jacari taking the early lead into number 4. Here comes Rob Disher, the man who built that number 4 car. He takes the 17 around the inside. Here comes Aaron Turkey also up in there.
Turkey on the high side, Disher on the bottom. As they go 2x2 off of corner 4 at the line, Rob Disher will lead lap number 1. Turkey second, Bailey in third.
Cameron Kokrick started tailing this one. He's up into the 5th spot. The 333 of Cameron Kokrick around the inside now with the 24 of Kyle McGrin, and he takes the final transfer spot away for the moment.
Disher working through the middle, the 17 car with a good run. Aaron Turkey got a good run there down the berm in turn 4, Tommy. And as we complete 2 laps, it's Disher in the 17.
Disher, after a week off, looks like he's having some fun out there tonight in the 17. The 73 of Dave Bailey now trying to take the spot away to the inside. That 4th and final transfer spot up for grabs once again. Kyle McGrin has it back now.
Bailey is sneaking up ever so slightly on the Disher 17. But Disher runs the bottom. Miller's old 73 with Bailey at the controls this season. He steps it up to the outside now, and Bailey thinking about the cushion, Tommy.
Yeah, Dave likes to run on the outside, whether it's dirt or pavement. He likes that outside groove in that big old Malibu machine, the 73 up there right now, but he's losing ground to Disher, who's running a strong first on the bottom.
Disher now has a full right side of the Bailey 73. As they got into 3, Disher gets a bit out in front and fades back into the lead just ever so slightly. Now Bailey up to the outside. He's got the nose out there, trying to find a way to the outside of the Disher 17.
Brian Pichetti has been on the verge of spinning out this whole race, and now he gets the 62 turned the wrong way in turn 2. So far not able to get it fired, and we will have to see the yellow flag come out just as Dave Bailey was on the outside of Rob Disher.
Cameron Kokrick been looking pretty good after coming out of the mini stocks and a bit of the Pro 4 trucks at Humberstone. Glad to have the Kokrick family here, man. Good addition here to our competitors. Green flag getting set to go again, and we are on it. Look at the run Kokrick gets. Takes 2 into 1. Cameron Kokrick is not asleep at the switch. He gets underneath Aaron Turkey and Dave Bailey into turn 1. But it's Disher rocketing back with Bailey on the outside.
All of a sudden, Aaron Turkey, who was holding down 3rd spot quite nicely, is now back into the clutches of Kyle McGrin, who's trying to take that final transfer spot from him. And up front, Bailey again to the outside of Disher.
Bailey working to the extreme outside, trying to find a bit of a line, gets up there, and now he almost makes the pass. Into 3. Bailey noses out front with a 73, but he jumps the cushion. That's going to give it back to Disher.
2 to go now for the driver of the 17, the Rocket, Rob Disher. And he's out front again, but Bailey has the 73 back underway again. And that 4th and final transfer spot still up for grabs. Kyle McGrin was on the outside of Aaron Turkey through turn 2, but dropped back. Oh, and now Kokrick gets
We got a
back.
fire, Tommy. Aaron Turkey, 68, just shot a big burst of flames out of the hood. And we're still rolling now. We got yellow out. Cars, and these guys, the Thunderstocks, they call them Hoosier Stocks at Merrittville. They will be on the card along with an Enduro and dollar hot dog night. If you got nothing to do tomorrow, come on and see us. Merrittville Speedway down near St. Catharines. That's where I'll be calling the action. We'd love to have you with us. Getting set to go. Green comes out. Only a couple more, maybe 1 to go here for Rob Disher.
Kokrick back up into the fight, and now Brittany Shikari gets into the back end of the 84. Those two get spun around down in turn 1. And we'll see if they can get back going. We're about to see the checkered flag, and it will come out for the winner, Rob Disher. Second is Dave Bailey. Third is Gord Bates. Fourth will be Cameron Kokrick.
Yeah, big recovery for Cameron there in the 333. He was involved in the last incident under the caution, and now he will make it into the qualifying for tonight's feature events.
Going to be the 77 of Brett Rodwell. On his outside, the 23 of Trevor DeBoer. Inside row number 2, the 00X is Derek Miller. On his outside, the 48 is Sean Quinn. Row 3 on the inside, the 3B is Blaine Barrow. On his outside, the number 10 is Richard Champagny. Row 4 on the inside, the number 1 is Chris Dickey. On his outside, as he makes his way up there. General, here we go. 20 laps to the Lighthouse top 2 with Thunderstock.
Oh, they're tangled up already, Greg, on the inside. Havoc and Wyatt Van Wart getting squirrely. They both get going. We stay green. We'll throw it back to you, Greg.
That looked like you in the chain race, Clint Jeffrey.
It did,
They were getting a little squirrely. Meanwhile, 4 wide through corner 3.
And out front, Rodwell has broken away. Derek Miller also up there in the 00X. Jim Lampman third in the 28 Barrow. In the 3B on his inside, there's still 4 wide back in the pack here, Clint.
Wow, you got Brown, Myers, Winger, and the 48 all right in there. Man, that could have been disastrous. Shows how good these drivers can do it. Out of 4, Rodwell got Miller and Lampman trying to chase him down. This would be a good night for Lampman to get up on the wheel.
Yeah, Lampman does have a feature win here in his career, and he's up there in that 3rd spot as the rest of the fast guys try to fight back through the middle of the pack. 4 wide.
4 wide again as they get through 3 and 4. Miller now challenging Rodwell for the lead.
Miller on that high side, Rodwell on the bottom, Lampman hanging there right now in 3rd, Champagny in 4th, and Jack Myers in your top 5. Clint, you go back a few years, these 5 guys weren't even at the track. That's how much this division has grown.
Yeah, I'm amazed every week when I see these guys come out for this feature and a B main with 15 cars when we killed for 12 8 years ago. We have seen this division grow and tons of new talent coming in and running well every week, Tommy. Derek Miller, the new leader, as the 00X goes to the outside. He's got a Juno trophy. Can he get a Big O trophy?
So Miller is out front in the 00X. They're 3 wide for that 2nd spot. Now here comes Jim Ledman, and Jake Brown spins the 10 up in turn 3.
Wow, nice job by those drivers to get around the 10 of Jake Brown. And I know the folks from Strode's were really hoping that one of the 10 cars would get into victory lane tonight. I wanted to talk them into barbecues every single Friday night if we could get one of the 10 cars in victory lane, but Jake's going to have to go a long ways to get that Strode's Express Port Dover Auto Parts car number 10 back towards the front.
Chicken and duck.
Sounds fattening.
Sounds like something you can find on the side of the road.
Oh, I ran over a turducken today. I wrecked my car. Here we go. Lampman's on the outside. The wily veteran going to try and take the rookie to task here. We're on it. Miller on the inside. Lampman kind of greasing each other up into one. Look at Heron get out of a cannon as the 12 car comes up the back end of Lee Winger and Corey Turner.
Wow, Derek Miller really got loose off of corner 2, and that cost him 4 or 5, maybe 6 positions. Pack Racing looks like Talladega, but they're sliding sideways.
Yeah, when they're 4 wide, Tommy, that ain't gonna work, and we got trouble as yellow on the track again.
Yeah, Gordy Bates took the 191 to the infield.
Something laying right in the middle of the track, right in front of you, Tommy.
It looks like down here a lap ago, the 04 of Wyatt Van Wart had some contact with another car.
Recipes or anything.
I was gonna say, I don't think it's directions, it's more like you're number 1.
Well, those 2 guys are both in the top 5 at points, and they're towards the back of this feature, so they best not do too much extracurricular here because they do need to think about their seasons.
How about this break for Derek Miller? We go back to the last completed lap. He gets the pole back. Lehman going to steal it away again as we get back on the gas. See if Miller can not make the same mistake he did last time.
Well, he gets a little bit better run that time through two. No, he really gets squirrely again, and that opens up the door for a couple of more cars to shoot by. How about the defending champion of the series, the 55 of Mike Thorne, getting it done on the high groove.
Mike Thorne's gotten faster every week as the track has gotten heavier, and we see this track to being where he likes it tonight right now. And here comes Thorne. He's going to try to shoot to the middle. Meanwhile, Jack Myers takes the lead out front.
Mike Thorne is hungry tonight, guys. He was outside, inside. That 55 car is fast, but the guys around him aren't as fast, and he's had to get on the brakes more than he'd like.
Nice run for Kurt Styres now, who runs in 7th spot in that 108. He looks like there's no rust at all there on those driving gloves.
Yeah, Kurt Styres in the 108. We know that car knows its way to victory lane. We know the driver knows its way to victory lane. And meanwhile, up front, though, we see some smoke now out of the 28 of Jim Lampman. Doesn't seem to be slowing him down right now.
Now, I don't think these guys are allowed to run steering quickness. Oh, Kurt goes around, gets a piece of Bailey, who gets a piece of Dickey, who gets a piece of Miller, who sends Bailey on his lid. And we've got Dave Bailey upside down on the back straightaway. We under red. Tires on the move here.
I'd re-explain that crash, Clint, but you pretty much had it covered as it happened. That was a good bit of announcing because you had it nailed down.
Well, Styres got loose. Bailey got into him. Then they all run together, and quite a wild wreck here on the back straightaway. I was just going to mention Kurt Styres. When I was talking to him earlier, just seeing him in the pits, and how'd you get in? What brought this about? He said, hey, I just wanted to go out there and have some fun with the guys. I said, Kurt, what's the hardest part after not racing for so long? He said, we used to run steering quickeners in the cars. There is not as much quickness in the steering there used to be. Find himself sawing on the wheel. And how about it, folks? David Bailey out of the 73 on the back straightaway and walking away from the car. Champney out of the 10 car as well, and the nose all taken out on his car. Bailey got crossed up in front of him, and Champney wedged him over.
There's that 73 over the last few years, driven by Mike Miller. And Mike, of course, had to relocate because of his job. And he's racing weekly at the Capital City Speedway in Ottawa, and in fact is in top 10 in points there. He drives a black Camaro with the identical numbers on the side, the 73, same style and everything. So just good to see that Mike Miller's still at it, and his old ride has just taken a hard crash down the backstretch with Dave Bailey on board. But good to see Dave out of the car. So we'll go with a restart with 11 laps to settle it. Jack Myers, Jim Lampman on the front row. And Dale Schoeneman will bring out the green. We're back underway.
Myers has been on it this season. Can tonight finally be his shot at victory lane? We remain to find out with 11 to go.
Corey Turner wants to find his way to victory lane. He's up there into that second spot. Some more contact there back in the pack as they race hard and heavy there.
Styres drives up over the back end of the 12 of Heron. Myers, your leader, Corey Turner, going for his first win of the season, trying to get to the outside.
Myers, your leader, Turner second, Lampman third, but he's losing momentum down the backstretch. And here comes two-time feature winner this year, Brad Heron. It's kind of like Matt Kenseth. He kind of sneaks up at the end, and all of a sudden, he grabs a win.
Yeah, Brad Heron up there again, trying to get his third feature win of the season already in that third spot. Jack Myers, a pair of 33s up there with Jack Myers and Corey Turner. Here comes Turner to the outside now, trying to make a bid for the lead.
Back was just some heavy contact there between Rodwell and the 10 of Jake Brown. But up front, Greg, it is Corey Turner in the 33, Jack Myers in the 33M, and they are having a battle for the win.
Turner looking for his first win with new car owner Mikey Granton in that 33. There have been so many talented drivers behind the wheel. Corey, just another one of those talented drivers, and now he's to the front looking for his first feature win in the 33T.
Brad Heron and Mike Thorne trying to get into that party with Jack Myers. Myers fades back to third. Thorne now trying to catch the lead pack. Corey Turner holding off Brad Heron, Tommy.
Corey Turner up there at the front of the field right now, but here comes Brad Heron in the 12. 6 laps to go to settle this one.
Of course, Corey Turner does have a feature win, but that was in his own ride. He's looking for his first with Mikey Granton, but here comes Brad Heron. All of a sudden, out of the blue, the cream rises to the top, and there he is, battling for the win.
5 to go. Heron told us last week the crew has just done an amazing job to get this car where he wants it to be, and he is leading the charge to chase Corey Turner again, Tommy Gooch.
Yeah, and Corey Turner running that top side. Brad Heron trying to run that middle groove down where he's been successful this year. Turner slips a bit in turn 2 that time.
Down the back stretch they go. Turner has the advantage on the top side. Can Brad Heron get it done? All night long, the driver on the top has been able to hold it down and get the advantage at the line, but Heron making it stick there.
Gotta wonder, is the top going away after all these sprint car guys pounding on it? Everybody's been using it tonight. Still a lot of bite up there, but Brad Heron, the one guy who seems to dig it off the bottom, Tom.
Side by side for the lead and side by side for that third spot between Jack Myers and Mike Thorne. Up front though, Turner led that lap as they got the 2 to go signal.
How frustrating does it have to be? You're running wide open around the top and you just can't shake that guy in the bottom groove. Heron and Turner, it's going to be a photo finish as the white flight comes out this time by.
Heron's got the bite. He's going to steal the lead away to the white. Can Corey Turner come back on it? It's going to take all the pressure he's got to mat the 33, Tommy.
A slower car in the way there as they get down the back straightaway. Turner's going to have to dive to the middle. Here comes Heron to the inside again. Turner to the outside. Who's it going to be at the line?
Looks like Brad Heron's going to get the advantage off of corner 4, and he'll grab his 3rd feature win of the year. Corey Turner will be 2nd, and then at the line.
Your guess is as good as mine on that one. Jack Myers and Mike Thorne, a photo finish for the 3rd spot. Lee Winger up there into the 5th position at the end.
55 of Mike Thorne for 3rd ahead of Jack Myers, who will run 4th, is the call from the tower.
Well, fantastic feature finish for the Lighthouse Tattoo Thunderstocks. And Brad Heron will go back to Engine Pro Racing winner circle for the 3rd time in 2012. Corey Turner will have to try again, but a great run for the driver of the 33T.
And here he comes out of the car. Put your hands together for him. His 3rd feature win of the year in the Lighthouse Tattoos Thunderstocks. It's Brad Heron.
That was sweet, buddy. No? Nice run, buddy. Nice run. Great.
And Brad, 3rd feature win already this year. You guys just have got this car figured out. And that middle groove, middle to the bottom, really seems to be where this car works the best.
Yeah, it really seemed to be. Honestly, I was a little nervous sitting under that red flag because I'm counting cars going, oh boy, this is not looking good for us. And I did, just a bunch of looking around and went, well, the bottom's pretty busy, so I guess we'll try the middle and see what we can make happen there. And then actually, for as shiny as it looked, there was a fair amount of bite. And we just started clicking them off, and Corey kept getting a great run coming off of 4. Maybe we're going to have to settle for 2nd on this one because he was so strong. And a couple laps to go, I dove back down to the bottom because it's still fairly sticky down there in 3, and we were able to make it stick. That last half was pretty interesting, though, had no brakes.
Well, Brad, who do you want to thank for getting you here to the Engine Pro Racing winner's circle?
Man, that guy behind him, Expressway Trucks, DSE, same as always. Everybody that helps, lets us come do this. Want to wish my dad happy birthday. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday right there. And thanks.
There he is. That's Brad Heron. He's your Lighthouse Tattoos Thunderstock feature winner here tonight.
So that will wrap it up here on Metalworks Powder Coating Night. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out here this evening on Kids Night. Thank the kids for bringing their box cars. Hope you had fun. We'll have another one of those a little bit later on in the season. Again, don't forget, next Friday night, 7:45 start time, autograph night, a chance to get down on the track, meet your favorite driver, get some autographs, and some of the goodies that they hang out. So make sure you're here, OshweganSpeedway.com, for all the information going on here at the Speedway in 2012. So on behalf of all the staff, officials, and crew that help make things possible here at Oshwegan Speedway, and on behalf of Tommy Googe and Clinton Jeffrey, my name is Greg Kellnan, saying thank you for joining us. We'll see you next Friday night, and above all, have yourself a safe trip home.
Nailed it. Those shows were great.